So today we're going to talk about negative self-talk. And what is negative self-talk in the first place? It is all of those sort of negative thoughts that you have about yourself. And we all have those thoughts. We pretty much have grown up with kind of just being negative towards ourselves and having negative self-talk throughout our entire lives. It almost seems like it's something that we have been, honestly, it's something that we've been conditioned with. We haven't been taught how to really like love ourselves and talk nicely to ourselves. That isn't something that we've been taught throughout our lives, at least for most people. It seems like in society, we get taught that it is better to be negative towards ourselves because everyone seems to be doing that. Now, I know that that is the way I've grown up, and I've definitely talked to myself negatively and have negative thoughts about myself throughout my life on a daily basis, because let's face it, we all do. It's kind of just normal, which is really strange and really should not be the norm at all. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Let's stop making it the norm and let's start really loving ourselves and being nicer towards ourselves, because that is what we deserve. And let's abolish all that stupid negative talk. So negative self-talk does have a lot to do with self-worth. When we don't feel like we have a lot of worth for ourselves, that's when we tend to talk to ourselves in a negative way. So I know for myself, I've done a lot of work on myself, and I've created a lot of worth around my life, and that meant like setting boundaries and knowing what I want in life and like following my own path and doing what I want to do. And that has really created a lot of self-worth in my life. I'm just like, hey, like screw it, this life is mine and no one gets to tell me what I want to do and who I should be. And honestly, that creates so much worth in your life. And honestly, okay, so here are some tips that you can also implement in your life to create that self-worth, which is so important in stopping that like habitual negative thoughts in your head. Stop being so hard on yourself. Whew, that's a hard one for me too. So I am a perfectionist, and although I'm trying my hardest to stop because it really doesn't help. So start focusing on all of the things that you are doing well in life. We are far too focused on what we do wrong, which is crazy because we do so many great things in life and we're somehow just stuck on what we do wrong, which is not fair to us. Like, you are amazing. You're doing so many awesome things. I want you to like get out a journal and write every single day, non-negotiable, to like really raise that self-worth, is to journal out all of the things that you have accomplished and all of your wins for that day, for that week, for that month, whatever. You can put anything you want down, but it has to be your wins and your accomplishments, because that will give you that self-awareness of all of the things that you are doing well in life, because you are doing so good, but we can't recognize it. We're just focused on all of the negative. And like what I did, like start setting boundaries. Know what you want out of life and set those as non-negotiables. Like, hey, like this is what I want for myself and I'm gonna go out there and get it no matter what. I mean, like, don't screw over people, let's be real, but like go out there and follow your dreams because you deserve it, and know that you deserve everything in this life that's good. You have to own your power. You have to own yourself in this life. You have to go out there and do what you want to do make yourself happy because no one else or nothing else is going to make you happy. So you have to really tune into who you are and what you want out of this life, because that is going to change everything. And if you don't, then you're just following someone else's path and not your own, and that's just going to make you unhappy. So you have to tune into yourself and your wants and go from there. Set those boundaries, follow your own path, see what works for you, and do that. And like, stop worrying about other people and their opinions. Like, you get to live your life the way you want to live your life, and like, no one else's opinion should change that, because you know yourself so well. So you have to know yourself so well, because that will just, like, you will be like, okay, well, I'm just gonna follow my own path because I know what is right for me. And also just get in tune with your intuition, because that will never steer you wrong. So when you do that, then you're like, okay, well, you know, these people are telling me that I should do this, but I really feel in my heart that this other path is right for me. So I'm going to do that because I know that's what's right for me. So follow your intuition, follow your heart, follow your own path, do what feels right for you. So how do we stop negative self-talk? First, you want to honestly just stop that inner critic. Like, be aware of your thoughts, because if you're not aware of your own thoughts, then you can't stop and you can't change those thoughts. So you have to realize that inner critic. So you might want to journal this out, that inner critic, and like what your habitual thoughts are, those negative ones, and what are they saying, what are they telling you. Become aware of those thoughts, because then you can change them. So if you had like a thought of I am not good enough, then you can start to like affirm the positive, which is I am good enough. But you also want to get to that root cause. Like, why do you find that why do you think you're not good enough? So do some journal prompts around that, do some meditations around that. Get down to the root cause of why you feel that way, because if you don't know what is actually causing that, then that can lead to a lot of confusion. And once you know where it came from, it just provides so much clarity. And then you can affirm the positive, which is I am good enough, coming from a place that you know that you're worthy and that you are good enough. Have compassion for yourself. We don't have enough compassion for ourselves. You are doing a great job no matter what, but you have to have that compassion for yourself and let yourself know that you're already doing an amazing job no matter what. Like, life is hard and we don't seem to give ourselves enough credit. So please be kinder to yourself, show yourself compassion. Also, count your blessings. You have so much to be grateful for. Sometimes all of that just gets kind of blurry and you forget, and we live life and, you know, we are doing so much and we're busy, and we forget to really take count of our blessings and all of the things that we have and can be grateful for. And that instantly changes your mood. You become more still, more happy, more blissful, knowing that you have so much to be grateful for. It really does change your mood when you switch to the things that you are grateful for. And again, journaling is going to be your best friend. Journaling, I swear, it can change lives because you become aware of your thoughts, and somehow putting it to pen and paper changes everything. It's like it's not stuck in your head and it's out on a piece of paper and you can see it and you can like just let it go. That's how I always feel when I'm journaling. I'm like, oh my god, okay, it's not so jumbled up in my head, but now it's on a piece of paper and it's clear and it's out of my head. And that makes me feel so calm and so relaxed, and like it helps you just become aware of your thoughts. that you're having all the time, and things that you just didn't know about yourself or where something came from. So it is this thing that provides a lot of clarity about yourself, which is so important. So journal, like, I mean, I'm not gonna say journal every day because, you know, we're all human and that's kind of hard, but if you journal every day, your life would change. So do it to the best of your ability and find like journal prompts that will help you get in tune with yourself and your past and your present and your future, right? You can even do like journal prompts of how would my future self be? Who would they be? How would they act? You know, how would they dress? What would they have? It's just like, it's fun playing around with all of that too as well, because you don't have to always just be stuck in the past. You can also be really excited for your present and your future. So there's just like so many ways you can journal. It just brings so much clarity and is really a fun way of getting to know yourself. This work takes time, so please take it one step at a time. You know, it just takes time. We're not perfect. You know, we have a life, we're busy, but know if you take these steps, your life will look so much different. And that's why I created How to Stop Negative Self-Talk. I created a free PDF just to help you out and to have a place where all of these tips are in, and you can kind of work through some stuff in there that are going to kind of help you create that self-worth as well. So I created that. It's completely free, so if you want to grab it, I will link it down below. So yeah, remember, it takes time. You are doing awesome, and remember to give yourself a lot of self-credit. You are doing amazing, you are awesome, and keep up the amazing work. Alright guys, see you guys in the next one.